Hi everyone, we're Group 15 and we have 5 members. In general, our case analysis is divided into 5 main parts as you can see on the slides. The introduction about Elemica and what does Elemica do will be presented by me. What does Elemica offer by Phương Thảo, Elemica's development timeline by Phương Thủy, and reasons for Elemica's success by My Anh. Moreover, at the end of the video, we will have a Q&A part to answer some questions. We've gone through some basic information about B2B e-commerce. Now, it's time for us to dive in the case of Elemica, a well-known company in this industry. So, Elemica is a B2B cloud-based supply chain platform aiming to revolutionize the entire supply chain of the chemical, tire, and rubber, energy, and other process industries worldwide. Elemica's purpose is not just to foster cooperation on a one-to-one inter-firm basis, or just to foster collaboration on multi-firm projects, but instead to lift all boats on an industry tide by providing an inter-firm platform for communicating B2B information and thereby making all firms more efficient. Elemica calls itself a supply chain operating network ecosystem. Elemica is one of the few survivors of the early B2B e-commerce years. Elemica today processes approximately 400 billion in annual transactions across more than 7,500 process industry trading partners. In terms of the framework we use to understand B2B net marketplaces, Elemica can be characterized as an industry consortium. So, how does Elemica achieve a community among a diverse global collection of firms where firms are often both customers and vendors to one another? Firstly, it unites community members by linking together their enterprise systems. This is the social glue that sets Elemica apart. This super platform permits companies to communicate with another and to conduct transactions, handle logistics, and keep the books. The Elemica Commerce Platform has effectively standardized industry business transactions for all network members, regardless of the type of enterprise system they have, and is leveled the playing field for trade partners who are less technically sophisticated. This neutral platform facilitates millions of transactions for industry suppliers, customers, and third-party providers. In this sense, Elemica is one of the most sophisticated technology platforms in the B2B space. Secondly, one of the largest investments for a company is its enterprise system. It helps its clients leverage their enterprise system investment by incorporating transactions to external trade partners. Elemica's quick-link ERP connectivity enables the companies to link their internal IT systems through a neutral platform so that information is moved into each company's database while maintaining confidentiality and security. These large-scale systems were developed by single firms in order to rationalize and control the manufacturing process. They achieve this objective by identifying the outputs, inputs, and processes. Thirdly, Elemica facilitates transactions of all types, including order processing and billing and logistics management. However, unlike other companies in the field, Elemica does not buy, sell, or own any raw material products. Instead, it acts as an intermediary or network linking companies together to automate confidential transactions. Like eBay or a credit card company, Elemica's revenue comes from charging transaction fees on a per-transaction basis. Its network of clients opens the door for companies to do business with all other connected buyers and sellers. Now, let's move to the third part of our case analysis, and this part is presented by Phương Thảo.
My name is Phương Thảo, and I will introduce some services and products that Elemica offer. Streamlines every aspect of the supply chain is the slogan of Elemica. Next, please. So Elemica explain this slogan by buy, move, see, sell, and assure. Buy is integrate with suppliers for more efficiency and better economics. Move is to connect to logistics providers for stronger execution and more savings. C is improving decision quality across the supply chain with more transparency. Sell is a link with customers digitally to accelerate and simplify sales cycles. Assures is to streamline QA or QC management for expedite. So sorry for my internet connection. So how they can do that? Elemica offers cloud-based solution for 4 areas: logistic management, customer management, supplier management, and sourcing management. Next slide, please. Elemica integrates information flow among global trading partners using a cloud-based business process network called the QuickLink Network, a PaaS. Each client needs only a single connection to Elemica, and Elemica manages the connections to that company's external trade partners. Connected to Elemica, a company can have access to thousands of other trading partners, including suppliers, customers, and logistics firms. The software application are software as a service, SaaS applications residing on Elemica cloud servers. Participating firms are not required to buy any hardware or software. They charge for the service based on volume of uses. So this is much more efficient than other EDI solutions to intercompany transaction, right? So I will have a comparison between order with isolated manual transaction versus order with Elemica. With order with isolated manual transaction, you will have to follow all of these steps. First, email order received from customer, order manually entered into ERP, warehouse reviews order, manual pick, back and shipping, manual update or of inventory, shipping info sent to client, issue invoice, hope client certified and pays, and finally wait for check updating AR department. However, with Elemica, with order with digital interconnected step, we'll just have 4 steps. There are order data automatically entered into ERPs, intermediate fulfillment and shipping, real-time notification of shipping receipt, automatic ACH payment and confirmation. Well, the next part, development timeline, will continue with.
Okay, so now I will talk about the development of Elemica from the establishment to the present. In 1999, Elemica was founded by 22 leading corporations in the chemical industry, including oil and industrial gases. All participants shared the common goal of creating a neutral platform to facilitate intercompany transactions and enhance business processes. There was around 50 startup B2B e-commerce company in the chemical industry at that time. And then in 2012, Elemica designed and developed an innovative technology platform hosted with Amazon Web Services. In May 2014, Elemica introduced its process control tower, which gives managers a nearly real-time view of their entire supply and logistics systems. In the past, and still in many firms today, this kind of supply chain information comes in many different forms, from taxes to emails, spreadsheets, and EDI messages. And the control tower eliminates these difficult to interpret messages and greatly enhances supply chain visibility. In 2015, Elemica received the Food Logistics Top Green Provider Award for its efforts in promoting sustainable supply chains. Elemica automated or inbound and outbound invoices for a global chemical company, eliminating over 1 million paper invoices. It also eliminated the cost of archiving and storing paper records, saving additional cost. In 2016, Elemica is one of the few survivors of the early B2B e-commerce years. In 2016, Elemica was purchased by Thoma Bravo, a private equity firm. But then in 2019, Eurazeo, a big global investment company, has acquired Elemica. In 2020, Elemica launched Quick Link Accelerate to speed up the sales order management for long-tail customers. So Elemica serves more than 450 customers worldwide, including 39 of the top global 100 chemical companies. Half a trillion USD in goods are bought, sold, and moved annually to the Elemica digital supply network. So I have just summarized Elemica's development from 1999 until now, but how can they survive and continue to develop? Then Maya will answer this question by pointing out the reason for Elemica's success.
Hi, my name is Fan. So I'm here to help you understand more about the reason why Elemica is success. The first one is the enterprise system. It's united by community members by linking together the enterprise system. This is a social glue that sets Elemica apart. This super platform permits companies to communicate with one another and to conduct transactions, handle logistics, and keep the books. The next one is the relationship with customer. Elemica focuses on building longer-term business relationship by creating committed and contractual supply chain. The next one is the convenient. Elemica business model has been successful primarily because it addressed the needs of chemical, tire and rubber, energy and selected process company of all sizes. It does this by offering multiple options for connecting to its hub system, multiply products that can be used alone or its combination, and by ensuring that only one connection integrated with a client enterprise system is needed for all transactions. Customer can use Elemica and take advantage of the technology it offers without purchasing an additional internal system. Finally, is the innovational idea. Elemica has added social tools to its supply chain operating network. The idea is to give clients the ability to discover, create, and build social business network, just as Facebook provides users the ability to build online social network. Instead of creating hundreds of one-to-one EDI connection with partners and then building their own software application, firms can now more easily just connect to the network and find all the tools they need to trade with many partners. And in May 2014, Elemica introduced a process control tower, a graphical interface that offers a consolidated view of transaction data across all customer business partners. So that is 4 reasons why the Elemica is so successful. Next one is the Q&A that brought to you by Quỳnh Hương.
So in this part, we will provide answers for 3 questions related to the case of Elemica. With regard to the first question, although small and medium firms do not need to have an ERP system to connect to Elemica, they do require some level of technological sophistication even to use the online portal. Elemica offers a web portal for those companies not as technically sophisticated as the larger global chemical companies. For all firms, Elemica reduces the burden on IT staff. In fact, one of the missions of Elemica is to help companies do more with fewer resources, including IT staff. As a small firm, you would be concerned that you would be able to respond to requests for large quantities of commodities that might be requested by partners. Now let's move to question 2. So as you may know that the chemical industry is very interrelated with a long history of firms buying or selling from each other. All firms in this industry at one point or another end up with spare inventory they would like to sell or come short on specific chemicals, preventing order execution. The Elemica Hub is perceived as a neutral trading platform where all can benefit from lower cost to serve, greater efficiencies, and overall more efficient operations that can serve customers better. Anonymous, and community fairly large and open. Members can get a sense of market price and available quantities quite easily without revealing their names. And the last question. We think that the acquisition of Elemica by Thoma Bravo will only affect Elemica in a positive way that hopefully keeps Elemica position as an industry leader in providing communication, coordinating, and information sharing for B2B transactions. We think that the strategy won't change. The only difference with the acquisition will be that Thoma Bravo will work even harder for Elemica to attract new customers and possibly expand their service into new areas. The CEO of Elemica said that Thoma Bravo's exceptional track record and proven expertise in our industry will enable Elemica to further capitalize on its growth and leadership. And this is the end of our case analysis.